Jonathan Space. Hello. I am a Sagittarius with a Libra moon, a Leo rising and an Aries midheaven. Does that mean anything to you? It may do. On the other hand, it may not. Why do I say all of them? Well, because you can read all of them. Sun sign, moon sign, ascendant, midheaven. And surely you can get something positive out of one of them. Anyway, 62, no bra, drinker of gin and whiskey. Wine less so these days. What is going to happen here? Well, we're going to go all over the place. One of my bosses, my boss in Newcastle once said to me, got to focus. Anyway, I never understood what he meant then. I do now, it has to be said, but I'm not going to focus. Well, I am on some things. I mean, we may focus in future weeks on prostate cancer. Having had it, we could focus on osteopaths, because I've seen enough of them. Reminds me, I've had a really bad back since about the 2nd of July, so I'm just sitting here with an ice pack down my knickers, but I think I'm done on that one. I was inspired by a man called Roger, who does a vlog, and he just talked about the contents of his shopping basket in his living room. Then he went to see Abba Voyage and talked about the contents of his case, showed us round his hotel room and gave us a very good summation of the Abba Voyage experience. And I thought, okay, Roger, you've inspired me. So I thought, well, we'll see where we go with this. I've been a radio presenter all my life and I'm quite used to, when drying up, hitting a button and a record starts. Well, that ain't going to happen here, is it? All a little tired at the moment because of the Pisces full moon partial lunar eclipse. Certainly the past couple of nights, no sleep. Woke up at 1:30 this morning, tossed and turned and tossed and turned and tossed and turned. Normally I'd get up and have a vape. I didn't. I actually held back. And I've got chocolate up here as well. And I didn't do that. So, yay me. So a bit tired and drained from that. It was in Pisces. Oh, they can be difficult. Adorable, but difficult. Thing is with Pisces, as I have found, as I have with Geminis, and we're not going to make this a blanket thing, but in a lot of cases, Pisces men, Gemini men, enormous penises. Only because a Gemini friend of mine, I was in the loo with him once, and you know how you happen to glance sideways? Don't tell me you don't. He glanced sideways and I just went, crikey, alrighty. It's like he was stuffing an anaconda back down there. I wasn't looking because I was... All right, I may have been. Anyway, that's that one. Gemini, Pisces, lovely. I mean, I've got a Pisces friend called Robin who's ginger. By God, he's difficult. I mean, he thinks he's strawberry blonde. Ginger and awkward. Yes, you are. I've got to go to the doctors later. Why have I got to go to the doctors? Because of my bad back. So I want an x-ray on it so that my osteopath can look at it. I mean, ideally for the NHS, I suppose I would go to a, what do you call it? Physiotherapist. It's the gin talking. Well, or the gin not talking, wiping out the thoughts so I can't put two and two together. But if I went to a physiotherapist, I would quite probably be in pain for another 50 years. Osteopaths, in my opinion, and since the 80s, have always come up trumps in 1 or 2 sessions. Except for this time, when I've been paying since July the 2nd. Where are we now? September. Anywho, so I've got to go to the doctors and I've got to walk. And I've got to walk because my car is not working. I've got an automatic. I've had it since 2011. It is a 06 plate, B-class Mercedes. And the automatic gear selector box thing, the gear stick, but not the gearbox. It is abgebuggered, as we used to say in Germany when I lived there. And so John, who's a mechanic round the corner, literally round the corner, he was looking to get me a new one. Well, that's £450, £500. I was talking to my friend David, who knows everything. Scorpio. Like to think he does. Well, no, he does very well. Anyway, we got on to talking about second hand. So we had a look on eBay and we found one. $39.99. I am hoping that this part will replace the other part. I can then drive the car again and all will be well. Well, mostly until it comes to the brakes at MOT time, which is November. Maybe we'll talk about that then. So I've got to walk to the doctor's. Now, before I go out, filling bird baths, sorting cat, doctors. Here we are in the garden. I said I had to fill the bird baths. We don't live on an estate, you understand, but we have enough. There's a lot of birds. We're a bit like Snow White in this family. We just feed all animals, including foxes. Don't judge. So, bird bath. Filled. Well, I say bird bath. Fountainy bird bath. Bird seed. Done. Another bird bath, cleaned, and... Where's all the water gone? I put more in there than that. That needs refilling. Crikey, I've only just done it. And maybe it's got a hole in it. Another bird bath. Now to sort out cat. Cat doesn't seem to be that interested in food this morning, which basically means the apocalypse is probably coming, because he's never not interested in food. Licking his balls, which are non-existent, sleeping, asking for more biscuits, yes. But never, never, never refusing fish, which he's done. Bobby's having his breakfast. Yes, he is. Oi! Hello. So I'm having to walk to the doctor's, which is up there. And people say, oh, you get used to exercise and then the endorphins will kick in and you'll love it. Well, I don't, and they haven't. When do I start enjoying walking?
A few moments later.
You know when you're walking along and all of a sudden your watch starts talking? I'm like, what the fuck's this? Split ace, split one, or something. 22 seconds a mile. I know. I don't think I'm moving that fast. I tell you, I'm a bit like a galleon that needs some wind. Right, I'm going to be diagnosed with something or other. Well, actually, all I really want is a back scan. Confirmation that vaping isn't hurting me and that I'm still okay to drink whiskey. Thank you. Yeah, hello. So I've been to the doctor's. I've got to go and have a lumbar x-ray. And then I should go back to the osteopath with the report, which I shouldn't do. I should go and see physiotherapy. But if I went for physiotherapy, which of course would be free on the NHS, I'd probably still be in physiotherapy in 2054, if I'm alive that long. I've never recorded myself walking along a road before, and some nice big shiny BMW with the driver's just been looking at me. It does look rather narcissistic, I have to agree. Mind you, at least I'm not one of those girls who's pouting and fluffing their hair and doing it. No, I'm 62 and a bit bald. I need a haircut. Well, head shave, actually. Next week, I think. And apart from that, I did ask him to listen to my chest. Well, it's been a bit tight. Why has it been tight, Jonathan? Because you fucking vape. That's why. Anyways, give me an inhaler. I will stop vaping. And then I'd have to stop drinking. And then because I can't masturbate, I'll have no vices at all. Maybe I'll take up running.
Hi there. Sorry to interrupt. You may not know Jonathan can't do that thing because he had an operation to remove prostate cancer. I saw the confusion on your face. Back to the video.
Oh, there's somebody running. I'd run, but I'd wobble, so I shan't. And the other thing, question. Why have dead leaves on your drive? Employ a gardener or get a leaf sucker. Thank you. Always another runner. I'm very envious of these people that run or walk very fast. Because I can't. Well, actually I won't. Ooh, I'm about to bump into a bin. My friend and I were having a little lunch. That's mine. That is fabulous in Creford. That's posh for Crayford. Right. I'm not having pudding. I'm not. And I didn't have pud. Get in. My friend had more than me though, so he's fatter and not me. What I did get though was a headache, as the car had been in to be mended, and its eBay second-hand automatic gear selector replaced. And it was back, delivered from round the corner. I rushed to embrace my baby, and it started and went nowhere. I rang the garage. I said, well, actually, what I did was I then started it again, because you can't quite believe it wouldn't work after it had been to the garage. So I then rang the garage after the second or third try, and I said, how did you get it here? And he said, I drove it. I said, is there a magic word? Because it's not moving for me. So John came round, bless him, has fixed the issue, and now, until next time, I have a working car again. Get in. Well, let's hope. Fingers very tightly crossed. Thank you, John at JB Autos. I think that's a wrap. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, hit subscribe. Until next time, ta-ra!